Good morning. Peter Lang. Once again, I think this is maybe our 5th episode. Looking forward to this. Not quite sure what we're going to get this morning, but we're going to get in the vehicle and go out, take a look, and see what we can stir up. Okay, you know, this is our herd of Roan antelope. We came out the other day to shoot the Roan, and the 8-ax came, and so we did a show on the 8-ax. But in the zoo business, so to speak, Roan antelope are the more difficult to propagate when you talk to zoos and you talk to people who have them in private collections. And the sable are the easy ones to propagate. We find it just the opposite.
Yep.
We can propagate Roan at the drop of a hat.
Our Roan herd is very prolific.
Ooh, this one coming towards us right now, she's gonna pop any minute. Wow.
Yeah, they get quite large.
Yeah, look at that. There's another one coming. Wait, all 3 of those coming. They're all pregnant.
Yeah, we have had 4 calves so far this year, which is pretty exciting. We're definitely expecting a few more.
Yeah, look at that. I just think those animals are magnificent.
And they're another one that are well known for their ability to fight off predators. You know, even take things down as big as lions if they're feeling threatened enough.
Yeah, they'll run first.
Yes.
But if they'll stop if they need to.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at that nose sticking up in the air. Yeah. No. Isn't that funny that she's shy and sort of testing us?
Yep. And they definitely have a clear hierarchy, and tends to be that the more dominant females are a little bit more comfortable coming close.
Right.
Because they have established that. They know where their rank is in their herd. And so this female that's closest to us is one of the oldest that we have in our herd.
So she's used to being fed, and she's used to having you around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Although, just like we talked about with several of the other species, you know, we don't push any boundaries when they have newborns. They are excellent mothers. They do stash their babies, which is why they're not up and around with the herd. But the moms will go check on them every few hours, clean them, feed them, make sure they're doing well. But if they feel that there is a threat to their baby, even if it's all the way across the pasture, they will come running and make sure that we are not doing anything that they don't feel is appropriate.
You know, it's funny. I'm so busy with the business of business at Safari West that I don't often get to come out here. And it's a real treat to me. I love it. Yeah, that's
there
it.
She goes. Yeah, it's really something that you don't get bored of.
How many babies do you think we're going to have this year?
I believe we have 3 more females that should calve. We do have some that are younger that don't necessarily look like they're going to calve, but since they are younger, they don't tend to get as large, so we could have a few extra, but I think we should at least have 7 this year. And I think one of my favorite thing too with all the species that we work with here is being able to learn each individual. So like that large female that I was talking about, she's so easy to identify because her horns are very close together compared to some of the other females that have a little bit more of a splay to their horns.
I find it fascinating that every animal here has a name.
Yep.
And the person in charge of that string of animals knows each individual animal. I mean, they know each individual zebra, they know stripe patterns, and you know, but when you get into something like a roan, they kind of all look alike, except they don't, you know, not to the person who's taking care of them.
To us, every single one of these animals are individuals, and we treat them as such when we are working with them because we have to for medical purposes as well as safety purposes. Knowing who's a little bit more forward and who's going to be a little more skittish is definitely important when we're walking out here.
You know, the difference in looks, I was reading a National Geographic, and they had photos of 20 different chimpanzees. And to me, at that time, a chimpanzee was a chimpanzee, and maybe there were subtle differences, but when you looked at 20 photos of individual chimpanzees, they are as different looking as your children. It's really remarkable.
Yeah.
Okay, so today is the day of seeing Roan, and the 8-acts are over there laying down doing what we were thinking they were going to do the last time we were out here.
They look nice and comfy.
Look at these young Roan walking towards us.
So the smallest one in that group is actually our oldest calf from this year, and then all of the others are our calves from last year. The other 3 calves that we have are still stashing.
Yeah, pretty prideful. Well, it'll be nice one day when we open up again and we can start sharing this with people.
Yeah, that's why we're here. We love to have people visit so we can share our love and passion for these animals.
Okay, we're moving again. Nate, I think we're done for the day, unless something really cool happens on our way.
You never know what
you
can
never
happen.
know. All is well at Safari West. You know, the animals are prospering. Our employees are really doing an incredible job of working under adverse circumstances. There have been no disappointments with how we have managed to operate under this situation. I do look forward to getting back to normal operation, perhaps as soon as a couple weeks. We're waiting to see what the state of California and the county of Sonoma has to say. You know, okay, now let me sort of quietly get out and let's see if we can feed them.
Okay.
Let me see if I can turn off the ding dong.